Welcome back to the HTML and CSS for Beginners tutorial, and today we'll be talking about how to add an image to your website. So I'm sure you've seen some sort of picture on a website before, and that is exactly what we'll be doing today. So in your body tags, in between those, you want to put an image tag, and the image tag is just img, and this is self-closing, so you don't need to close it yourself. And so like no /img, it's just img. Now we need to add an attribute to this, and this attribute is source, and it's src, which is short for source. And basically what an attribute is, I forgot to go over this in the last video. It is like extra information. So like, last time we made an anchor tag and we had to close that, and inside of here we made href. Well, href is an attribute inside of your a tag that lets your a tag know exactly where you want to bring you to. So that's what the source is. It's an attribute inside of the image tag, and you need an equal sign and 2 quotation marks, and basically the source is where the picture is coming from, whether it be a link or a path, and I will be going over both of those today. But let's start with links. So go on the internet really quickly, and let's say you have like some sort of picture up on I don't know, Imgur or whatever, Imgur, and you want to get the picture off of there. So I'm just gonna Google a picture really quick, but I'm gonna Google the Google logo, and then you'll see pictures here. I'll right click this and I will copy the image address, and I know some of it got cut off there. I'm going to paste that image address inside of the the source thing, and it's going to be a really long link, but you need it. So then if I save this really quickly, minimize this, open up my website and do the index, you will see right here that our image has magically appeared on the web page. So let's say it may be a little too big or a little too small for what you were hoping for. Well, if you go to the end of this link over here, and you can add multiple attributes in one tag. The next attribute I'll be adding is the width, and the width attribute also comes with a height, so don't worry about that. But let's say it was too big. I want a 100 width, so you do the same as you did with the source, equal sign, quotation marks, and you put your number inside of the quotation marks, and this tells you how much you want your width to be. So you'll see that I changed the width, and the whole image got smaller. Well, that's because your web browser knows exactly what aspect ratio it needs to stick with. So for example, I don't know what the size of the image was, but it's not only going to shrink the width, it's going to take the height with it to keep the picture the same size, just smaller. But we can add a height on here, and you do that the same way you did the width, and I'm going to make this 500 and refresh this. Now you'll see it is stretched, and the reason it didn't follow the aspect ratio on this one was because we specifically told it for width and height, so it's going to do both of the width and the height. Now, so another one you should do, not everyone is going to do this, and it is completely optional, just like the width and height, but it's the alt attribute. And basically this is if for some reason you can't get the picture on your website. So like if the web browser will open the picture, it will have kind of alternate text that kind of is a little description of the picture. So for example, we have the Google logo, so I will just make sure inside of my quotation marks I just type in like Google logo or whatnot. This is also good for people who can't see web browsers and have to actually go on websites or have special web browsers for them that will read the website to them, so that since they can't see, they can actually hear it. So that will happen instead of, since they can't see the picture, it will read that text to them right there. So then if I refresh this, it didn't do anything because the alt isn't some text that appears on the side of it. It's just kind of in the background of the picture. Well, so that's how you do it from the internet. But let's say you're making a website for your company and you had an artist that made the logo for your company, but you don't have the picture up on the internet. You have it in, say, like, you made it in Photoshop. Well, you can actually get pictures from there too. So you remember in the first episode we set up this little structure for our folder where our website will be held, and inside there we made a folder called image, or IMG. Well, you know, this is where all the pictures for your website that you'll be using will go, and will go inside. So here's where all of our pictures will go. Now, if I just really quickly get that picture that I had before, so if I just download this, right click, save as, save image as, and I will save this on my desktop, my website, my image, and I will name this like pic.png. Now, it's important that you know what the image type is so that you can get the full image. So now, I don't know if any of you guys know anything about like the way a folder structure is. Since we are getting the image in our HTML, or our index.html, our index.html is located in the main folder right here. And basically, we want to get inside of the image folder and grab our pic.png. Well, the way we can do that is, I'm going to type this out really quick. I'm just going to get rid of this whole link right here. So get rid of everything inside of there. And we are starting in the main page right here. So we need to go into the image folder, and we do that with /img, and now we are inside of the image folder. Now we need another slash, and then if there's any folder inside of the image folder, then we would go into there, but there isn't. We're just getting our picture, and now here is where we put the name of our picture. So the name of mine is pic.png. So basically, this is the path to our picture, and I'll get rid of the width and the height really quickly, show you that it actually is changing. But if I go onto here and refresh, then there's our alternate, because I must have typed in something wrong here. So I might do, or no, not this slash beforehand, just image and then /pic, and refresh that, and there we go. So as you could see earlier, those was our alternate text. So if I can just bring this back really quick and do that slash, then refresh it, then it's here is our alternate text right here, which was Google logo, because the browser can't grab the picture. But if I actually type it in correctly without the slash, and then the image will appear, and that is pretty much, it's where we told it to go, inside of the image folder, then pic.png, and there it grabbed the picture, put it on the website. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. It was how to put images through a link and a path onto your website. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, and if you have any questions, put them in the comments down below, and I will answer them for you, and I will see you guys in the next one.